So he has his hand like pretty much in between his shoulder blades, like grips the middle of his back, and then you see him like try to like slice over.
And just really aggressive fighting for those grips. And you look for him to use shoulder pressure here from this half guard.
And you know, just this is what I love about watching Gerard. Gerard just grabs deep into your
It just, you know, he means business.
over, under. He doesn't
here's the
care.
pass.
Yeah, he's just square for it. Uh-oh. Lapel's coming back into play. I like bands the lapel. Now, at the 2-minute mark, I think it's fair to say that Gerard has been driving the tempo for this match this whole time.
I would agree with that.
Do you think Henan at this point, there's 2 minutes left, Henan has not once glanced over at the clock. You think now he needs to put the foot on the gas?
I think he needs to put the foot on the gas. I don't think he's necessarily been, preserving his energy for a 2-minute rush here. I just see he might be just kind of looking at the match as a whole. He's as busy in the beginning as he is at the end. It's hard to get into the mind of what he's doing down there. But if you're going to get busy, now is the time.
Yeah, I would not try to give Gerard a breather. That's for sure.
No. And there was the casual glance at the clock.
Ooh, that was...
There was a beautiful, sneaky little sweep.
He's kicked out the knee. Pulled him, just rotated him down.
It's pretty simple process of you don't need, I might not understand the exact technique of that sweep, but I understand the ideological approach, which is just kick his base out and turn him over. And you wind up on top.
Oh, man. Now, and this is the thing, right? If you're Gerard, do you just press cruise control, man, and just ride it out?
At a charity event like this, you've got a lot of people watching. You got 44 seconds, you go for something. That's how I feel about it. But it's one thing to be sitting back here commentating and giving that advice versus being on the mat.
Hey. At least from my perspective as a competitor, I always think of like multiple matches, not just one. I'm like, okay, at this point I have to like press cruise control.
We've got and there's the tap.
Oh, nice. Never mind. There is no cruise control. There none whatsoever. It was all a gimme.
And I guess you may have heard me from the commentary booth saying, you go for the sub.
Yeah, and once again, like I've been saying this whole time, if you guys are enjoying the matches, enjoying the submissions, enjoying the commentary, swing on down to TapCancerOut.org. Check out some of the merch they have. Buy some merch. Proceeds all go to supporting Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation. If you don't want to buy some merch, hey, throw some dollars as a donation. It all going towards a good cause. Let's tap cancer out once and for all, everybody.
Well, Walter, next time I have a party, I'm hiring you as
And Gerard Ladden from Team Lawton is your winner. And up next, we're going to have a no-gi match. Tentative, we're going to have a no-gi. Oh, yeah, we're definitely having a no-gi match. I see Kurt Chase Patrick at one corner of the match. Excuse me, one corner of the mat.
Kurt, I know pretty well. He's been down to the academy, dozens of times, and Kurt's an interesting character. He's got a really, really good wrestling base, but he's also a really good bottom player, and you're going to see him really, really privy to the leg lock game.
Yeah. I'm going to be a little biased, Team Man Bun. Man Bun boys.
And, of course, Kurt sporting that sweet dash. Tremendous amount of confidence to show up to a tournament.
I definitely can't grow that mustache. I need to grow the whole beard. I need the whole ensemble. My mustache is not a strong enough solo actor to carry the show. I need the whole entourage.
And Kurt has been competing all over the country for pretty much the last year now, and you see him do all sorts of events. Traditional IBJJF. You see him competing in the no-gi with the EBI rules. It's going to be a really fun match to watch.
Cancer Research and Development.
Yeah, we can't.
Red corner, Davila. And his opposition, currently making his way down to the mat, fighting out of the blue corner, representing for BJJ, this is Kurt.
All right.
All right, so here we are.
First things first, I gotta say, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No
is that
worries.
that Mike Davila's Cafe Jiu-Jitsu rash guard is pretty sweet.
That is, isn't it?
If they make that in the big boy size, I want it.
This is going to be an excellent matchup. What's really interesting about Kurt is the wrestling pedigree combined with the jiu-jitsu pedigree. Not just classic jiu, but he also has the
I see Kurt just snuck his leg in back in there. But, you know, it's very hard to see, and it might be hard for you guys to see at home, is that how Mike is using his head to pretty much open up Kurt along the ground. But
you know, you can do two things with your head. You can put it to the side and ram his head over. You can put the crown of your head right up on his chin.
And, you know, Mike's seeing the opportunity because Kurt is swimming his hand underneath as he's trying to, like, continue to attack that leg.
You're going to see this nonstop from Kurt, constantly rolling into footlocks, and here we're out of it. But that is not the end of that transition right there. You're going to see that all match long from Kurt.
And good on behalf of both these guys to be cognizant of their position on the mat and just, you know, take it upon themselves to reset back.
You know, this is a fun tournament. Great grapplers, don't get me wrong, but you know, this is for charity and it's for fun. So you're not going to see any of those, you know, hey, take advantage of something rolling out of bounds type of situation.
And there's something interesting. Mike just kind of like fell back there after we saw him initially when the match started. You know, we saw him very hyper aggressive, and then just right now. Just kind of coasted back.
Very close.
No, it's not. It's not there.
Not there. Not quite.
No.
And here we go.
Nice.
And that's the way it goes. You know, you be aggressive. You go for the footlocks, and you know, you hit the reset button and you try again. And you saw right there that just that little move, just how Kurt kind of shucked that collar tie off. That shows his wrestling background. You're going to see it again right here. He's going to shuck that collar tie off.
Actually, I think he's going to let him do it both. I think he's going to jump guard.
Well, you never know what you're going to get. He said, and then
it's the small things, man. You see,
and he goes for the double leg, and
nice.
Kurt in on a single with his head to the outside.
I think we're going to get a mat reset right now, because if just drive him to the end of the mat.
You got to be careful on that single with your head to the outside, because you know, just a split second, you can get caught in a guillotine choke. And here we go. We're going to go for a reset.
You know, similar to the belt tight tactic is the man bun tie. give me that 10-second breather here. Let me tie up my man bun.
Well, I haven't done the man bun probably since 1993.
That is a secret technique for me. You know, you see my hair on the ponytail on the mat. We do man bun. We do braids. Oh, I gotta fix my thing real quick. Let me take.
Well, at 40 years old, with my hair starting to thin a little bit, it would look pretty ridiculous for me to do the man bun.
It'll be like Steven Seagal, man. You'd be fine.
Not a compliment on any level. And he's looking for that pendulum sweep. And
ooh, nice.
Look at that transition into the omoplata. Okay. Beautifully done. Just chaining sweeps into submissions. And he's not going to get the arm lock there, but it's good to see him go for that. And if you're a judge, you're watching that. You're saying, okay, you know, he's chaining sweeps into submissions.
It's smart. Yeah, that was definitely smart on Mike's part to just realize there's nothing there, let go.
No,
Stop wasting energy.
Exactly.
Still got 3 minutes and a half to go.
And that's the difference between a real advanced grappler and a beginner. Is the beginners are going to kind of hold on to something like that for dear life.
Whoa.
But both of these guys
I just love the quick scrambles and quick pop-ups, and I love it.
Well, they're just both cardio machines, and they're just non-stop.
3 minutes left.
I'm tired just watching these guys.
Oh yeah, man. I'm watching these guys like, oh man, go for like a meatball parm and.
Well, here we are in New Haven. We've got the pizza capital of the world right down the street in Little Italy. Sorry, all you fans from New York and New Jersey, but
the main
Worcester Street is the pizza capital of the world.
The question is Sally or Modern?
Well, what about Pepe's? It belongs in the conversation. Of course, I've always been a Pepe's guy. But
just like a good pizza, Kurt spins up from the bottom.
And after all that action, we find ourselves back into a traditional close guard.
It is. He's looking for the elbow there. Not much.
He's going to keep standing to try and open that guard. Him go, go, go all the way to the finish here.
Oh, definitely. I'm trying to remember if Kurt has fought professionally or not. I think he has.
Well, he's grappled in professional grappling matches. And it's just going to be interesting to see the strategy for the last minute here. You know, I don't think either one can say for certain that it's.
I'd pop up if I was Kurt, because Kurt right now has clasped his hands behind, and I'm not sure.
I don't like that.
Oh. That was great. That was great. So, and it was just like the small things, right? Like as he was trying to roll over, and the first thing Mike did was start attacking that leg to kick it out, so he'd lose his base, have no base whatsoever, so he couldn't get out of it.
Yeah, you know, it was just excellent execution at the end, and you know, Mike knew exactly where he was pretty much through that rolling transition. Of course, you know, Kurt's not going down easy. He held out as long as he could on that arm lock. All right. All right, Walter, we've got the 200-pound weight class here, which is technically heavyweight. Of course,
I love it.
You've got to appreciate Mike in his pink gi. Although I am colorblind, so help me out. We're looking at pink there?
It's pink. It's pink. I love it.
Of course, Mike has a really good wrestling pedigree. 10 years wrestling out of the Soviet Union.
Oh, no.
And incredible transition in on the single. Of course, Dan Simler, super experience from the Checkmat Academy. And
No. Mike Kulik is from Checkmat. Dan Simler's from Abu Salo.
Oh, my bad. That's my first goof up of the evening. Cut me some slack.
Wow. He's
I'll leave the nuts and bolts of the commentary to you. I think that's probably the smartest bet here.
Nah, no worries here, man. He's got first place Abu Dhabi trials for. Nice. Ooh, nice. I like it. So these are the trends of the day, in my opinion, as far as what we've seen in matches. Has been the lapel pass through the legs, and immediately into cross collar chokes, or variations of,
and excuse me, derivations of. You know.
I like that. That's another breather strategy too. Oh, we reset to the middle. Let me just take my time walking over.
Any little bit helps. So yeah, we've seen a lot of lapel play today for sure. And the fun thing about it is it's so dynamic. You can see it used from so many different positions. You see it used from full guard, half guard. You'll see it used from mount, rear mount.
And Oh man, this is definitely the moment as a competitor that I used to always get my heart racing when you both just stop.
It's
It's like that stare down. Like
the mental
do
side of
something.
it is so big. Like who's
Like,
going
you
to do
do
what
something.
first?
You do something.
The
No,
old
you do
playground
something.
thing. No, I pushed you. It's your turn to push me. But, it's one thing to do it with on a schoolyard, but another thing to do it when you've got a black belt on the other side of the mat.
Nice step back there from Dan. Winning a little attack there from Mike.
We're watching a grip fight right now. It might seem a little slow paced, but it's real important when you've got two guys who really understand the stand-up game. You don't want to engage in a takedown with a compromised grip. It's really a big grip fight.
And definitely one thing you're seeing a lot is that while Mike may maintain, he's always trying to put like the 2-on-1 on the same side.
Absolutely. You're looking for that advantage, and 2-on-1 sounds pretty good in any position. You see him using the cross lapel, and that's the problem with the cross lapel. And
nice.
You have the opportunities for throw, but you're going to leave that single leg takedown open.
That's like just two technique tries from both sides. Both sides respond appropriately. Both staying on their feet. Don't blink, ladies and gentlemen. When it goes down, it's going to go down a blink of an eye.
The real question at hand here, Walter, is how are we going to get you into a pink gi like that?
Well, I believe when that pink gi there is, if I take a good look at it here, I believe it's in support of cancer awareness, for breast cancer awareness.
Right.
I just noticed the little ribbon on the side there.
Yeah, of course. There it is.
I'd wear it, but I'm scared I'm going to look like the Kool-Aid man. So
What flavor would that be?
because it's me, it'd be guava.
And there we go with the trip.
And I looked away for just
a split second. And he's right into the pass. And it's hard to see the grips under there, but it looks like just a traditional over-under. You can see how he's got the top of the lapel there. Not quite a horse collar, but right from that position, the snap down could come next. Generally speaking, when we talk about the difference between wrestling and judo is the lapel hold is pretty similar to how a wrestler would use a collar tie in terms of changing levels and snapping down. And that's exactly what you saw there. You saw a snap down into a push forward.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, and Mike
real
definitely
aggressive
showing off the
transition
wrestling
there.
pedigree now.
Man, look at that.